Hello and welcome back to the channel. And as you can see, I have a different guest today.
Yeah.
Someone that you may not be familiar with, but he does look like someone very familiar.
Yeah.
This is Shuceeb.
Can I clap for myself?
Yeah, you can. You can. For those of you that don't know, Shuceeb obviously is part of our production team, but he's also someone that I've known for quite some time.
Yeah.
I see him as my little brother. Some would say you are more my brother than you are Sharky's brother, because if you really think about it, you're more like me, bro.
It stops the gender.
Listen, you're more like me. This guy, you know what it is? For those that know, this is Sharky's little brother.
First, don't do it on again.
I won't do that again. Sorry, I apologize. Okay. But for those that don't know, this is Sharky's little brother. Allegedly. But I always say, I think he's more closer to me.
I don't like that.
He's more like me.
Shall I tell you why I don't like that?
Why?
Because you're not mentally right.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm not mentally
You're
right.
not all there. So
Are you all there?
No, so to be compared to you, I think is disrespectful.
I think it's disrespectful.
I respect you,
yeah,
but I don't have your level of delusion. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I'm just letting you know that you're closer to me than you actually think you are. So because you know, and I know where you're going with this. Obviously, the whole hating Arsenal and that, but the type of hate I have for Arsenal is the type of hate you have for Man United.
I don't think so. You know, check my last TikTok. I made a TikTok saying Man United are back.
No, you didn't.
So, check my TikTok. I did a video of Man United are back. I want Man United to win.
This guy is such a troll, you know that? He's such a liar.
I'll send you the link.
Send me the link afterwards. But listen, we're going to do our Premier League review.
Yeah.
And obviously, since you mentioned Man United, I think that's a good place to start. Yeah. Obviously, Man United drew this weekend to Forest 2-2.
Yeah.
For me personally, obviously, as a Man United fan, it was a frustration. Yeah. That's the best word to use for that game in isolation. But I also want to get your outside opinion. I want to first get outside opinion on your thoughts in terms of Man United this season. Also your thoughts on the game, and also your thoughts on just their general run this season. Obviously, we got 3 games. We won 3 games on the bounce, and then we drew this game. What are your thoughts on Man United this season as a Man United hater?
So Rúben's actually been here now officially just over a year. I think he came a year ago yesterday or something like that.
Yeah.
Roughly, right? I look at Rúben personally. I think his ceiling for United, even at his best, might just be Europa League. Him as a manager. The team, the players, the ceiling's higher. Champions League team, personally, innit? So I think regardless, whether it's now, next year, whenever, you're going to have to upgrade him, regardless. The way you started...
What's that based on? Just like in terms of the football, the style of football, it says a tactical thing, system, I think
it's a bit of everything. I don't think I don't think he'll ever change in terms of like the little tweaks. In terms of like, you know how you lot were struggling for so long and saying like, this is how I play, this is how I play, this is how I play. The best managers adapt, right? And if you go into another rut, I think he's so stubborn that he's going to stick with it. Maybe that's the thing with being a young manager. You do tend to see with the youngest managers where they're like naive, you know, they don't know how to change. But then again, when you look at some of the other young managers like Areolas and whatnot, even Arteta when he first came in, they do know when to change and when not to change. Company when he first at Burnley, pretty naive. He wanted to play his own football with Burnley in the Premier League and it didn't work. But going to United this season, obviously, you won your first game of the season against Arsenal. So that's obviously 3 points already. And then you...
Why is he laughing? Sorry. I'm letting you land. Why?
So, you won your first game of the season against Arsenal, I said.
Oh, okay, you threw me off there. You threw me off. Yeah.
You're just like, yeah.
It felt like a win. That's why I overlooked it.
No, generally,
it felt like a win.
No, it felt like we lost, like, from everything I saw on the media, innit? But then going on from that...
Don't worry, your time will come. Carry on.
Going on from that, obviously, you had your lowest point ever lose to Grimsby, right? So it felt like, yo, at that point, why is he not out of the door? Obviously, for me, as a rival fan, the longer he stays, the better. Right now, I think the reason why he's starting to work now is because the players are starting to click. And maybe that's down to him as well, but I do think these players are good enough to click, if that makes sense. These players are good enough to win games. These type of players shouldn't be 15th, 16th. Bro, and Boomer, Arsenal wanted him. Tottenham, every team wanted him. Cunha, we wanted him. Sesko, I think 70% of Arsenal fans wanted him more than they wanted Gyökeres. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, like when these players are starting to click and you can see it, this is a very good team. This is a very good team.
On paper, yeah.
On paper, it's a very good team. And I think there's a lot of managers who could actually get the best out of this team. Whether it's the 3-back, whether it's the 4-back, wherever it is, because at the end of the day, like if you look at the new FM right now, right, there's in possession, out of possession. It doesn't matter how you really set up. Because a lot of teams in possession do play a 3 at the back, technically. Do you know what I'm saying? So this whole thing where people saying he has to change the formation, I don't think it's formation. I think it's how you use it, right? Now you're starting to see, you're starting to wake up. Players are starting to understand where to be. You're starting to see Casemiro and Bruno is actually working now as a pivot. Before that was the issue. Everyone was saying we need to get new midfielders. Now you probably still need to get midfielders. You probably still need to get someone else to rotate with Sesko because when he's having a bad game, obviously that's all you have. I do think he prefers Mason Mount. Obviously that's a topic for another time.
Yeah.
I do think he prefers Mason Mount, whether it's behind the striker or even like playing at false nine or whatever he does, because I know him and Cunha kind of swap around, right?
Yeah.
If I'm correct. But in this game now against Nottingham Forest, I didn't watch the game. It was same time as the Arsenal game. So I watched kind of highlights and I kind of went through Twitter and what everyone else spoke on. The first thing I want to bring up, I'm going to ask you, I know what your answer is. The first goal.
Yeah.
Did the ball go out?
The ball went out.
Did the ball actually go out?
Yeah, generally, bro, the ball went out. If you watch on the replay, it went out. Obviously, you got Shuceeb there laughing in the back. Yeah. Again, I get it. It's you got a Man United agenda.
I don't think
I hear it. No, but I would generally say if we look, I'm shameless.
Yeah.
If we got a goal we didn't deserve, I would still say okay, we got it. But the game's the game. I'll say it.
Do you know why?
But I'm saying that ball actually went out.
Do you know why I have a rebuttal for that? Because obviously you've heard this before. We had same thing with Newcastle a couple years ago, right? And it was like Joe Willock, and then kind of looked like he kept the ball on, but it went out. Sky Sports did the whole thing. Gary Neville did a segment of putting the ball on the line and saying, this is the angle of it, and this is why it went out. I think both situations are the same. So for me, I think Forest were hard done by for that one. Again, listen, at the end of the day, you still scored the header from the corner. You know, you still did the hard job and put it in the net. But it's little things like that where, you know, when people keep saying, like Arteta says they want like fine margins.
Yeah.
Those little fine margins can change things. Do I think you played better in the first half? Yes. Do I think you probably deserve to get a result, whether it's a draw or win? Yes. Do I think Forest were only good for little spells and that 5-minute spell where they scored? Yes, 100%. But it's just the little things where I'm like, that's kind of a get out of jail free card.
The thing is, I didn't think this would be the talking point.
That was the first.
I'm saying, but like in terms of on this game, because for me, like you said, you asked me, did I think it went out? Just by looking at the screen, looking at the replay, the ball went completely out. Okay. If it didn't, I wouldn't care either. I'll still celebrate and I'll still move shameless and I'll say the game's the game. Okay. You win some, you lose some go your way, some don't. So for me, there's no benefit in it. There's no benefit in it. I'll just tell you what I honestly think.
No, I just want to pose the question.
Yeah, but for me, generally, the ball went out. Yeah. You know, the ball, it was a fair decision. The ball went. You look at the replay, the whole ball went over the line. Yeah. So therefore, it's a corner. I know Forest had something similar last week where the ball didn't go out.
I think that's what they're annoyed about. 2 in a row.
Yeah, 2 in a row. But this one generally went out. Just because last week it went against you doesn't mean that this week it went against you as well. Like if you look at it, both incidents, this one was different. This one the ball crossed the line.
Yeah, okay.
And I'll be real. Yeah. Even if it didn't, I would have still said the game's the game and just celebrated as I shamelessly would.
Of course.
So it's not even about that. I just think in terms of this game, there's a lot of positives and negatives.
Because did Rúben call out Dalot, if I'm correct?
Yes, Dalot had a bad game.
So what's the issue there? Because I know you're playing him on the left as a right footer, but also a lot of United fans, I think Leah said the same thing. You don't really want Dorgu starting as well. So it's like, what do you do then? Do you potentially put Ahmad on the left wing back? And do something like that?
The thing is, at the moment, the lineup that we had this game and last game, I like it personally. Okay. I know Dalot didn't have the greatest of game, but I think as of right now, with the current squad we have available, I think that is the best lineup, in my opinion. I think the way it looks. Okay. Yes, Dalot didn't have a great game this week, but against Liverpool, against Brighton, he did have a good game. So it happens, you know. Sometimes it balances out. Sometimes you're gonna get those games where you're not playing well, but. Again, I wouldn't focus it on just him because even the goals that we conceded, it wasn't just on him. I think it was a lapse of concentration in terms of the entire team. Yeah. What annoyed me was that first half, we were in control. Yeah. We went into the halftime leading. And I thought, this is going to be one of those routine games where we go on and end up winning the game. Yeah. But it just took 5 minutes in a lapse of concentration to, errors. We're all of a sudden now, we find ourselves 2-1 down. Yeah. Obviously, Sean Dykes must have said something to them in the dressing room.
He's a scary guy, though.
He's a scary guy. So the hair dryer treatment, whatever he's
done
in the
Have you seen the picture
room,
of him when they put his head on Stone Cold's body?
Yeah. And his suit's in it. It's perfect.
It might actually be him.
But it kind of it says a lot about what kind of manager
he's got aura.
He does aura. And also, he's someone that you can tell if he gets onto you, it's long.
And because he's so experienced, you want to listen to him.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, with managers who have aura or they have a lot of experience, you tend to take their opinion, like you hold their opinion more weight. You know, when the younger managers come in, sometimes they're like, he hasn't really been there before. I don't know. Maybe that's why sometimes people might not listen to your gaffer, or when Arteta was early on, like Aubameyang, the whole issue with that. Even Hertzler, he's 31, so I don't know if they listen to him. But like when you've got someone with that much he has pedigree. He
and
has
he has experience,
you know what I'm
100%.
saying?
Especially with teams that
Yeah.
don't do well, and he comes in, he always tends to improve them.
he's the guy to kind of bring you up. So you tend to listen to his word, and that completely changed the kind of their fortunes of the game. Obviously, for them, your second goal was a wonder goal. It was a very good goal.
Yeah.
There's nothing they could do to avoid that. So they might even feel hard done by, because they might be like, we played so well in that second half. We don't feel like we should have drew the game. So I think both teams should be happy with the point. Going into the game, you lot were in a very good position. You had a chance to go into second. So, and obviously, you had a famous tweet. Do you want to let your viewers know what the tweet was?
Of course. I tweeted something. I want to put it on the screen. But I generally, that's the one thing. I'm glad you brought it up because I do feel like I need to take responsibility.
Because I was looking behind me.
Yeah.
I was checking.
Because basically, just for context, I tweeted this tweet here. I did tell, once basically when we was 1-0 lead at that point, we were second in the table.
Yeah.
Right behind Arsenal, and I'm not gonna lie, I got giddy.
Yeah,
I got excited.
You got too excited,
and I tweeted saying, "Look over your shoulder, Arsenal."
So can we?
And then literally after that tweet, second half, we go behind 2-1. So I do want to apologize to all Manchester United fans. I want to apologize to my club as well, because I think I do have to take responsibility. I think I've done something with that.
Say sorry to Amorim right now.
So I want to say sorry, Amorim.
Yeah, and I'm sorry to Abs as well.
Never in a million years.
But you know how like I think Lias and you guys kind of have a running joke with AV saying, like all our failures is his fault, right? It's AV's fault, right?
Yeah.
Is it your fault that United didn't win?
No, not at all.
Are you the problem?
This game, I take.
So you and AV are the same.
AV is extreme. That's a bit rude. For those that don't know, AV is a friend of ours, a family member of his, and a very delusional Arsenal fan. That
it's like yin and yang, you two, innit?
Never ever in a million years. So you can never put me and AV in the same sentence. I'm so sorry, brother. But moving on from AV, now so in terms of look. In terms of this game, yes, there was a lot of positive and negatives to take. Like in isolation, it was a frustration game. I thought it was a game, like you said. Like, to be fair, Forest could feel like they could have got something more 100%. Out of the game as well. Obviously, when we went 2-1 down, I said this as well on the SDS roundup as well. For me, one of the biggest positives to take away from this game from Nottingham Forest, and also the last few weeks against Brighton, against Liverpool, for example, and Sunderland, is that now what you're starting to see is that when our team has any sort of adversity or go through any problems during the game, before, like for example the Brentford game, like Fulham, there's games where usually heads drop and we're never back in the game. The game is a loss by that point. Yeah. Now it's like they're finding solutions. They have the mentality there, and obviously I have to give credit to the players, but also to the manager. I think it's a combination of both. I think players are starting to understand how to manage games a lot better.
100%.
And like you said as well, you mentioned earlier, there's a lot more connections now on the pitch. They're linking up well, they're understanding each other well.
Even understanding where they need to be. Because even against, I can't remember what game it was, but even against Arsenal, to be fair, I felt like the two behind the striker and the fullbacks didn't really know where to go.
Yeah.
Do you know? So either they were too wide or they were too narrow all the time and getting into other spaces. So now I understand where to be. And bro, listen, even after the result, you're 2 points off second.
Yeah, no, we're not
when you lost to Grimsby, you never would have seen this.
No, 100%.
I genuinely don't think anyone has seen United have a chance. Obviously, it's 10 games in, right? But like, you're so close to being in the top four, and then when you're there, you can either stay there or drop to 5th, 6th, which is still a good season from finishing 5th. Was it 15 or 14?
We finished 15.
From finish 15 then.
15th,
and
I think,
obviously being in and around these conversations here, because even earlier in the season, you were like 14th, 13th. So it's slow and steady progress. And I do think United will finish in the top 8 at worst. It's just about now, in January, can you bring in maybe 1 or 2 more players? Because I know you've been missing a few players as well.
Yeah.
And if you don't bring anyone in, can you sustain that level without Mbeumo and etc.?
My thing is, like, this is the problem. Now, you just mentioned like, of the table 2 points, and obviously only a few weeks ago, like you said, it was doom and gloom at that point. That's my thing. The thing is, the narrative's changing too fast, and that's why even through this period where we've won 3 games, and we haven't lost our last 4 games. Let's put it that way. I'm not getting carried away, No, of course it's nice, and you have more positive energy. But again, I don't want to get carried away because I understand this team is still in transition. There's still a team that are still building on those connections, still trying to understand the manager. And obviously, like you said, with the quality of players that we have, like it's natural that we will start to get some sort of results. But I don't want to get carried away and be like, okay, this is what we are, and we can now start challenging for the top 4. I feel like that's where we should be by the end of the season. But there will be losses. There will be blips. Of course. There will be a lot of down moments as well. But I think it's understanding where the team is at and where the team is trying to go. For me, it's more about the trajectory. I need to see trajectory. I need to see a consistent pattern
Consistency,
of
style of
performances,
play and whatnot.
coupled with results.
Yeah.
You'll get blips here and there,
Yeah,
losses
it's
here and
natural,
there. It's
it's
natural.
natural,
Like this
yeah.
is a blip.
Yeah.
What happened to us this weekend is a blip.
Yeah.
But in some ways we can take it's still a positive because
It's a positive result for me.
Yeah.
It's a positive result for me. I think that no one expected you to go win 5 in a row.
100%,
my man would
bro.
have cut his hair by now. What's his name? United
United Strand. Yeah,
Like, I feel bad for him. Skin color.
Yeah,
Why didn't he just get plus? His hair looks horrible, bro.
it looks awful. But I think he can put it. I can't even put it in a
ponytail
or something. I think he can
because
do
it's
something.
gonna cover his face. Something.
But you know what it is? I think the effect of the hair just being in his face, I think it just gives it more of an effect.
Would you do something like that?
Never
for
ever,
United?
never ever in a million years, bro. I feel like, yes, I love Man United, I love football, but I think that's an extreme. I wouldn't do anything that affects my day-to-day
It got him a million
life.
followers though.
Huh?
Got him a million followers.
Yeah, which I love. Which I love. Obviously, talking about Man United, I love being on podcast talking about football. But I would never do anything, any activity that generally has an impact on my personal life. You know what I'm
You
saying?
did a green hair though, but it's never personal. Yeah.
That was kind of personal, to be fair.
It was kind of personal,
but it was something that I.
But you
put
embraced
myself-
it. You
I
embraced it.
I
Because
put
you did it
myself into
half-heartedly,
it.
so you embraced it.
Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
myself, I did it half-hearted. You are actually a hater. You know, it's crazy. Half-hearted, man. When my whole head top's green.
Bro, allegedly, but come on, let's keep it real. It wasn't fully green, man.
Nah, so you know it is.
It wasn't
You
fully
wanted
green.
me to come out with from here, my eyebrow.
No, that's what I wanted.
My mustache. Never.
Yeah,
you know
I
this.
even wanted the green contact lenses.
Yeah,
Everything.
no, never.
That's what I wanted.
Never. You want me to look like Green Lantern?
Please,
It's
man.
never in a million years happened.
Can I ask you one more thing? Because
Yeah.
I know you said you don't want to get ahead of yourself and all this kind of stuff,
Yeah.
right? Again, I'm not taking a dig at you,
Yeah.
but
This guy's like, I told you. You know what it is? You know what it is? I call Shuceeb and Shuceeb the Chuckle Brothers. You know why? They're obviously they're part of the production at SDS,
Yeah.
but they got such a Man United
It's not.
horror Man United agenda.
I'm gonna ask you a good
that
question.
Anytime they want to talk about Man United, everyone knows about Shuceeb. Win please. We know that episode.
yeah.
He outed himself.
Yeah,
That's it. Shuceeb was in that bracket as
No,
well.
I'm not,
but
I'm
you
not.
know what? He's more composed. I
Yeah.
clocked him. He's more composed
I'm
about it.
PR trained.
Yeah, you're PR trained, which I like. Yeah.
Let me get this. I'm not taking a dig at you, right?
Yeah.
But you obviously said you don't want to get ahead of yourself
Yeah.
and whatnot when you're in these positions. Why do you force that narrative on Arsenal, for example? Because we're going to move on to Arsenal.
What do you mean?
As in, like, it's not just you though. Again, I'm not
Okay,
taking
yeah,
a dig
go on.
at you. I'm taking
Yeah.
a dig at just a wider spectrum.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it on Sky Sports. I'm seeing it on
Yeah.
the Overlap, wherever I'm seeing it. Twitter. Five games ago, we were how many points behind Liverpool? 4 points, 5 points behind Liverpool. We get into the lead. It's like, don't. It's yours to lose. Don't lose it. You must win. La 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 la. Why do people? And let's not even target you. Let's put in a conversation, right? Why are people so quick to put the pressure on Arsenal now when we're 10 games in or 8 games in? But then you're saying a similar thing with United. Let's just calm down and split. I know the excuse you're gonna give. You're gonna be like, we're still in team transition. We're still building. La, la, la. Forget all that. I'm talking about where you are at the point at this point in the league and how many points you have, right?
Yeah.
Because if you just look at that in isolation, you got 17 points. You're 2 points behind second.
Yeah.
Realistically, if you take away United's performances, you're on a top 4 / title race. If you just look at numbers, right?
Yeah.
And Arsenal are first, so you look at it like, they should win the league. But why is the narrative different for both sides?
Okay. So that's fair. It's a fair question. All right, look, this is the way I look at it with Man United. I think like obviously, first of all, United and Arsenal are two completely different.
Well, different
situations.
paths right now.
But yeah, different paths,
100%,
different
100%.
situations, different circumstances.
100%.
With United, for example, if after that Brentford loss, if you told me in your next 4 games you would pick up 10 points and the only game you're going to drop points against is going to be Forest, I would have said you have an absolute laugh.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
But it's happened, and obviously, as it's come, we need to now change our mindset, change our expectations based on the results that have come by now. Now, I expect us to go into the Tottenham game confident.
Yeah.
I expect them to try to get a result.
Yeah, as they should.
Had we gone to the Tottenham after the Brentford game, expectations different.
Of course.
I'm thinking we just lost to Brentford. I just don't want to lose this game. I don't want to
You don't
be
wanna get
embarrassed.
embarrassed. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So, of course, expectations, circumstances change with results.
Of course.
So, leading into Arsenal, I think it's a good way to segue into to Arsenal and also the title race as well. My thing with Arsenal is that I said before the season started that Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City all have pressure.
Yeah,
all have pressure in different ways.
You know when you got again another football manager reference. You know when you pick a team, right? And you pick a team like
You love
Arsenal,
Football
for
Manager,
example,
innit?
because it's a good way to
stop
reference
playing
stuff,
that
innit?
game. It's a horror game.
No,
bro.
right now they murdered it, by the way.
Yeah.
FM26, shocking.
Shocking,
bro.
See?
Don't even buy it.
Yeah.
But you know when you
go
go
back
into
to FM24.
you go into it and it's like your board gives you objectives and club visions and things you must achieve in the season, right?
Yeah.
Arsenal, Man City, and Liverpool went into the season with you must win the league.
All
That's what
100%,
yeah.
100%,
That's
bro,
what the board.
yeah.
That's what the board told all 3 teams. You must win the league.
Yes.
Same way probably Chelsea board said get Champions League again. Maybe Tottenham wants to get Europa League, etc. Right? Some teams like Bournemouth go top 10, whatever. Right? Yeah. We all went into it with the same amount of pressure, but for different things.
Yeah.
Liverpool because they're the current champions and the money they spent.
Yeah.
Man City because they are Man City. They've got the best striker in the world. So and you had the current Ballon d'Or winner at that point, right?
Of course.
And you've got good players around him. You spent the amount of money they spent going to the Club World Cup, the money they spent in January. You must be winning or at least at the table. To be fair, I think anything but winning a league is a failure for Man City in any season, right? And for Arsenal, it's cool. You've been at the table, you've had your food, you've had your dessert. Please now win. And that's the pressure that we put on ourselves as fans. I think we need to win the league, and that's pressure that was put on from the outside, and that's pressure within the camp. You're seeing Saka and all these guys doing interviews saying we have to kind of win it. We have to win it. We want to win it. Like we know we're good enough to win it. The coach is saying we know we're good enough to win it. So all of us have the same pressure. I just don't like how, when you're a few games in, and even like two years ago maybe, because I'm not on camera, but I see a lot of this stuff. 2 years ago, a year ago, and Shuceeb can back me up on this. I think you're like a quarter of the way through the season, and you're asking Sharky, what's your percentage to win the league already? What's your percentage?
But he won.
What's the percentage?
But he brought up the percentage.
No, I'm just saying in general, like the percentage. What's
but that comes with it.
That's football. That's football. That's football. That's getting clips, all that kind of stuff. I get it, innit?
No,
but it's just I
get what you're saying.
I just think the narrative changes so quickly because Liverpool, like I've been seeing a lot of Liverpool fans saying now Arsenal don't bottle it. A couple of weeks ago, you were 5 points ahead of us. You spent 450 million. You've got the most expensive Premier League striker and the most expensive Premier League midfielder. You've got probably the best Premier League player in the last how many years in Mo Salah. The best Premier League goalkeeper, argued for some people. Arguably one of the best centre-backs in Premier League history. You've got all of the best in a lot of things, right? So why is the pressure off you now? Like deflecting wise, right? Why is like ninth when the pressure going to Arsenal? The bookies are doing Arsenal are 68% favourites. Arsenal are favourites to win this. Let's calm the ball. There's 28 more games to go. There's 28 more games to go.
There is, of course, but at the end of the day,
there's a lot of games to go, bro.
The thing, I get where you're coming from, but at the end of the day, the game, that's just how the game is, unfortunately. And when you are top of the table, and especially, it happened to Liverpool. Literally, when Liverpool are at the top of the table, everyone said, "Oh, Liverpool must win the league now. It's Liverpool's to lose." They were only saying that maybe a month ago. Right.
Yeah.
The thing is, and even with Arsenal now, for example, Liverpool. Like, I actually go back to Liverpool. For example, Liverpool. They've gone into a slump. Right? What is it? They lost 6 out of their last 7 Premier League games or something like that. Yeah? Did they not get absolutely hammered by absolutely everyone?
No,
whether it's social media, whether it's media outlets, whether it's pundits, wherever. Everywhere you look, Liverpool were getting ridiculed, trolled,
of course,
joked about,
But that kind of form is inexcusable, bro.
Of course, but what I'm saying is they went from at one point in the season, everyone was saying this is the clear favourite. They look like they're going to go streamroll to the title, to then being absolutely clowned. But that's what comes with
pressure and
with
being
pressure,
the best.
and being the best and being at the top of the table.
And I'm accepting it. I'm taking it on.
That level of scrutiny comes.
Of course.
So with Arsenal right now, for example, do you hear anyone say anything bad about Arsenal? Everything right now is praise.
There's still a lot.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
There's going to be a small...
Did you see that Sky Sports graphic, by the way?
What?
They did a graphic. I can't remember exactly what it was. I think it was like the expected open play XG or something like that, right? They must have put like 17th or 18th or whatever, right?
Yeah.
They got corrected and the graphic was wrong.
Yeah.
Like as in we were like 13th or something.
Oh,
but no, I know what I'm saying as in like... That's agendas, I reckon.
No, but every
Big Sky Sports accidentally getting a graphic to make it look worse.
When it's United, when it's
listen. When have you seen them do a graphic wrong?
No, of course.
Come on,
I get what
that's crazy.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I think that's crazy.
But you know what? It sounds like to me. You're trying to do the victim team. It's like,
no, I'm not.
No, it sounds. I'll tell you how.
Bringing up points.
I'll tell you how it comes. It's like, why does everyone do this to Arsenal? But I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to. But it's coming.
I'm posing you the question.
I'm saying. I know, but I'm saying it's coming across like you're saying. Why does everyone always target Arsenal? Why does the media always come at us? Why are they putting the pressure on us? But you're not the only team. This is the thing. Every team has faced, what you're facing. It's just that maybe
not to the same extent. I think the only one. No, wait, one second. Because I'm going to back up. Apart from us, you guys face the same amount of pressure.
No, of course.
I don't think Liverpool, Man City face the same pressure. I don't think Liverpool, Man City.
I'm not even going to talk about the past. I'm talking about just this season in general.
I still don't think. I still don't think Liverpool have more pressure in the league than we do. Even when it's in start.
Nah, that's why I disagree. I think everyone's got different pressure. You just don't see it because you're an Arsenal fan.
No, because I think
you're only noticing the Arsenal criticism, maybe the Arsenal talking points, or you're only noticing everything that's in relation to Arsenal. Liverpool, for example, when they were win that 7-win streak, and they were top of the table, what were the conversations that everybody was throwing, the media outlets throwing, people social media throwing, even us on our podcast? It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable.
Of course,
that's the criticism that was coming. Even though they're winning, they've won all their games, they're top of the table.
But it was suspect. It was suspect.
Yeah, of course. And that's the criticism that comes with it. Right now, Arsenal, you've had a perfect October.
Yeah.
You've had, 6 wins out of 6?
Yeah.
No goals conceded.
No goals conceded. One shot conceded on target.
So,
bear in mind, that wasn't even a shot as well, by the way. That wasn't even a shot.
I know.
You see it?
I've seen
it.
Yeah, I've seen it. And even yesterday, I don't know if that counted.
That was a hit post.
So I don't even like that counting. And it's November anyway, so I don't think
so you know what? Let's move on that point.
Yeah, but can I just say, I'm going to just finish up on that.
Go on.
You had a perfect October.
Yeah.
You know, there's right now the noise about Arsenal has dimmed down quite a lot. No one's really getting onto Arsenal.
Of course.
But people will still find small talking points like, they're open play.
Of course,
they're not really dynamic. They're all scoring from set pieces. You're gonna get that.
Of course.
But that comes with every team. It's no one's targeting you. It's just that there's always going to be something to talk about negatively.
No, of course.
I think
it's all about expectations as well, right?
Yeah.
No one would have said this about us in the first year with title challenging because we shouldn't have been there. So of course,
do you always remember Man City? When they used to win and everyone said, they're boring though.
Yeah.
We can't watch them, they're boring.
Of course.
Like, no point watching Man City games. They just hold the ball for 80%. It's boring, it's dull. Football's become so boring. That's what I'm saying. Everything's got criticism.
Of course. And I know the pressure's more on us now because we haven't gone over the line as well. When you win it, you're allowed to slip up or something. Of course, I understand that. But let's talk about the game.
Yeah, I want you to speak about it.
Obviously, as an Arsenal fan, when we score first, I know we're not going to lose the game. When we score first, we're not going to lose the game. And that wasn't even like a thing back in the day. Back in the day, we pretty much conceded a lot of goals. I think even 2 years ago, if I'm correct, we conceded a lot of goals at home, bro.
Yeah.
We did concede a lot. I think we conceded more goals at home than away at some point. But now it's like, bro, because the keeper's getting paid to do nothing. Genuinely, that Varane is getting paid to do nothing. I think I can go and and keep clean.
And 100%. I think
genuinely, bro.
No, it's getting to that point now,
bro. And I got no knees, you know. So I can't even say. But you know that back four, bro.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
It is.
Like people focus obviously on Gabriel and Saliba, and again, rightly so. Like those guys are some of the best we've seen in the Premier League over the last 10 years. You can agree, right?
Yeah.
Bro, that fullback pairing is unreal. Like Calafiori, wallahi, like okay, I know what position he's on the team sheet.
Yeah.
Bro, I couldn't tell you where he plays.
No, he doesn't. He's everywhere.
Where does he play?
Well, I can tell you. I see him up front sometimes. I see him in the pockets. I see him on the right side of the pitch.
Just taking long shots.
I see him do everything. I think there was one strike the other week where I said, this guy's outrageous. Obviously, the keeper saved it, but I just thinking, this guy's outrageous.
Bro, there was even another one. If Shuceeb, can you correct me on this? He scored like a volley type thing. And they got ruled offside.
Yes.
Was that 2 games ago or something?
Yeah.
Bro, this guy's fake.
Yeah, he's fake.
And you look on the other side, Jurien Timber, for me, wallahi, like, again, I don't know if people saying bias or not. I think he's the most complete right back in the world, bro.
There's a shout.
Genuinely, bro.
There's a shout for it.
What can he not do? Cool. So if you look at 1v1 defending, what fullback's better in 1v1 defending?
1v1 defending, it's hard, bro.
No one.
I don't. Right now, I can't think off the top of my head. I'll be honest.
His IQ on the pitch is probably alongside the same as like Reece James, right? They were very high IQ players. His strength, bro, how strong he is, aerially, winning tackles. His attacking numbers now, bro. I think he's like in the top 3 for like most.
I'll still have Hakimi edge over him.
No, attacking wise, but then Hakimi does the Calafiori role.
Yeah.
He just goes wherever he wants.
Yeah.
Nuno Mendes is a bit more defensively and more sure, so they're kind of flip like with our fullbacks. But Jurien Timber, bro, like. Bear in mind, again, people we keep saying this. I know I've heard a lot of stuff, but this guy came from an ACL like less than 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And played over 50 games last year.
Yeah.
Fresh off an ACL. And then playing every single game now as well. And playing every game for Holland as well.
Yeah.
In the international break, he played 90 minutes and 90 minutes. Like the amount of minutes this guy's playing and the way he's performing, bro, it's insane. And then those centre-backs, I'm so happy we're at the point now where one of them goes down, Mosquera comes in.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
You got depth.
Bro, it doesn't matter. Bro, generally, like, Saliba went out off against Liverpool. I didn't even feel it.
I
didn't feel it, bro. And then you even move forward to that. Obviously, he who should not be named, number 5, that was there. Zubimendi, bro, is like people used to call him. Like, people were saying like, "Oh, is he too small for the Premier League? Is he too weak?" Brother, he wins every header.
Yeah,
he's winning tackles. He's made us a much better team. And the way we play now, we're kind of playing like a double pivot. So Declan Rice is dropping back in. That's what allows Calafiori to go more forward.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. And we're clicking so well everywhere up until it gets to the front 3. Now the front 3 now is still a bit spooky for me. It's very spooky.
Yeah.
Saka hasn't started well at all.
You think so?
He hasn't started well.
You don't think he's been like?
No, I think
steady?
Again, I'm judging him because of how good he is.
Okay.
I'm not judging him based on a normal
But do you
winger.
think he needs to be at that level? Because each week in, week out, when everybody else is stepping up.
Yes, because Saka.
And you're still winning games.
Yes, because Saka's our difference maker. And
Okay.
in those games where
But I think he's been performing well.
no, he's performing okay, but to his level, I don't think it's the same. If I can say that, I think some people look at it and they're like, he's still playing well, but against Burnley, I don't think he played well. I don't think he played well. There's been a couple of games where I've seen it, and then if you flip him to the other side, Trossard will look good one game like he did against Burnley, but then it'll look bad for like 4 games.
Yeah.
Gyökeres will look confusing to me. He'll have a good game like he did against Burnley or in the Champions League, but then a lot of games he'll struggle, and obviously that's probably down to like the transition from playing in Portugal to England. We faced the lowest block like line against any in Europe.
Yeah, I know.
More than anyone. So
Yeah.
obviously for him, he's not used to
saw
that.
that stat,
There's no running
yeah.
in behind, right?
Yeah.
But then when we go to Champions League, why do you think him and Martin do so well?
Because the
Space
team,
behind.
because teams are more.
When a
not-
team
they're
attacks,
more naive. Yeah.
but when a team attacks, look what happens. Look what
Yeah.
happens. Counter attack goals.
Yeah.
Against Burnley, bro, like straight counter attack, we scored a goal. Against Atletico Madrid, they try to come to us, counter attacks. We have so many players who are still trying to understand their roles. Obviously, Eze, he's been okay. He hasn't been a flop. He hasn't been a great signing, but he's been okay. And I still think he's getting used to obviously playing in the system because he again was facing high lines. You know, teams coming at them, so he has space to run behind.
Yeah.
Now obviously he's getting the ball. There's just a block behind him. So obviously it's different. So we're still gelling, bro. We're still 10 games in. We don't have about four or five of our attackers.
Yeah.
Havertz will bring a different dimension. Madueke brings a different dimension, even though he isn't the most consistent in front of goal when it comes to goals and assists. But dribble-wise and taking on plays is good. Jesus, probably our most technical attacker.
Yeah.
So there's still a lot more to come. And the number of goals we're conceding I think by the time we get to December, I don't think we'll be concede more than another 2-3.
Do you think that you'll beat Chelsea's record of 15 goals?
I don't know. Ask me that again in February.
Nah, I'm asking you now. If you had to predict, that's the whole point I'm asking you now. The question is, do you think this Arsenal team can break Chelsea's defensive record of only conceding 15 goals?
Ask me again in February.
No, I got to ask you now.
I don't answer now.
Because you're saying, you've just made a statement saying that you think you're only conceding 2-3 goals
potentially by December, yeah.
By December.
Yeah.
So that's what, another 6 months of football.
Yeah.
So are you saying that by the end of the season you're not conceding more than 15, or you will concede?
Do you know what it is? Do you know what?
It's a prediction.
No,
Are you going to
of course.
concede more than 15 goals, or are you going to concede less than 15 goals?
So am I doing a prediction or am I doing a spoiler?
Whatever you want to call it. It's up to you. It's in your...
Because we don't concede a lot of goals. I think the last time we conceded 3 goals in a game was Luton, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So we don't concede a lot of goals, bro. Obviously, conceding 1 goal a game for like, I don't know, the next like 4 or 5 games, it adds up.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't think we'll break it.
Okay.
It's the hardest record to break. I don't think, but who cares?
Yeah.
Well, who cares, man?
Yeah.
We can concede another 70 goals, just win the league.
Yeah.
I don't give a toss.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I don't give
That's
a
the
toss.
most important thing, to be fair.
Bro, and
Yeah.
like, obviously, for us as fans, right, sometimes you want to see exciting football, you want to see this. At the end of the day, bro, as long as we're winning games, bro, it doesn't matter how you
Yeah.
get, bro. Because at the end, bro, when we win, let's say we win the league now, and we win every single game up to the end of the season, 1-0.
Yeah.
Who cares? We won the league, bro.
No, you're right.
You might be snoring midway through it. You might be saying, oh, Arsenal shit. If we score, bro, if every goal we score to end the season is a header, well, who cares?
Look, bro, I always say,
Who cares?
bro, that's why I don't get onto Arsenal about
cares,
the set
bro?
pieces
Yeah.
and scoring headers and whatnot. Because at the end of the day, it's every team has an opportunity to score headers. Every opportunity,
Yeah.
every team gets set pieces.
Yeah.
Every team gets corners, and also to get corners, to
Yeah.
get set pieces, you have to
Yeah.
pressure the other team.
Yeah.
You know, you have to create chances in
Bro,
order to then get corners or
saw a stat.
get set pieces. So I never understood that kind of criticism. But
Yeah.
like I said, when you're at the top of the table and you're winning, people are going to find ways to criticize.
Bro, yeah.
And unfortunately, that's just one of the criticisms that's
Oh,
coming your
bro,
way at the
100%,
moment.
bro.
So
Sorry, to get corners right, you have to create attacks, right?
100%.
And the blocks, right? The most touches in an opponent's box in the Premier League this season, Arsenal 336.
yeah,
Second place, Man City and Liverpool. Obviously, this is before today's game, so I don't
Yeah.
know what Man City did. 283.
yeah,
We're getting to the box, an extra 45, 50 touches more than any team.
see, yeah.
So we're actually attacking well. It's just that by the time we get to the box, it's like 85 players in the box.
yeah.
They're just blocking it.
Yeah.
And obviously, it works in our favor because they're like, cool, if you want to keep blocking this and going for corners, lovely, we'll take that.
Yeah.
We'll take that. And remember the PSG game, second leg in the
Yes.
Champions League, the long throws.
Yeah.
Remember how much we got corn for it?
Yeah.
Bearing in mind, at least one of them probably would have gone in another day.
Yeah.
If Donnarumma wasn't moving on
Yeah.
on crack. Now this season, everyone's doing it.
Yeah.
But now it's like, oh my God, Barclays is back. Or like, la la la. But what? Like it was getting corn before, but now we're doing it, and now it's okay. It's weird to me. Like, you know, sometimes people don't like to see the first person do it.
Yeah.
When everyone's doing it now, it's fine.
Yeah, no, I get you.
And it's there's
it's fair to feel that way.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
No,
gonna say,
but it's fine margins in
Yeah,
football, right?
it is.
You need to find any way of winning,
Yeah.
whether it's corners, whether it's cutbacks.
Yeah.
You know, like that. When Kevin De Bruyne and Raheem Sterling just finding it back post.
Yeah.
There's different ways to win games. Long shots, like
Yeah.
Hakan just licking it.
Yeah.
There's different ways to win it, bro. And if you find so many different ways to win a game, you're likely to win.
Which I do
Moves
feel
up.
like Arsenal have. I do feel like they have different solutions to winning
100%,
games,
100%.
which is why it reflects on the table and it reflects with how you're performing this
Yeah.
season. So I do have to give them credit. Obviously, Liverpool
Yeah.
won finally.
Finally,
About
bro.
time. On
Fuzi was going for it, man.
Fuzi birthday as well.
He was
So a
going for
nice
it,
little
man.
birthday present for him.
Yeah.
I felt like they did it for him.
Yeah, just one win.
Just one
Yeah,
win.
I
That's
think
it.
next game they lose.
Yeah, same. I think they lose the next two maybe. Madrid and Man City. To
Madrid,
be fair.
I don't know. Champions League game Madrid, I think might be a draw.
You think so?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
I think
Madrid.
we'll
I
be
think Madrid can get them.
You
Still.
reckon?
Yeah, I think there's possible they lose the next two games still.
At home,
But at
I-
least
I
for
feel-
Fu, his
yeah.
birthday, he can have a peace of mind.
Is he going to the game?
I'm not sure. You know,
Tomorrow,
that's a good
yeah,
question.
tomorrow,
That's a good question. I might ask him.
Did you buy him a ticket as a birthday present?
Never ever.
Fair. Okay. Good.
I said to him, you go there yourself. But yeah, my Liverpool obviously
Yeah.
won finally.
Yeah.
Man City also have won against
Yeah.
Bournemouth, so
Yeah.
3-1 against Bournemouth as well. In terms of the title race, which team do you feel is the most threatening to you? Or do you not feel any threat at all between the two of them? Or do you just think that it's still too early and that you don't want to...
Nah,
Make
it's still a 3-horse race. Obviously, there's loads of teams in and around it, but Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, still anyone can win it, bro.
Yeah.
Like we've been in this position before a couple of years ago. We're like 7 points ahead.
8 points.
8 points.
Yeah,
Was it January?
That February.
No, it wasn't February. It wasn't that far ahead. I think it was January.
February. When Man City came back, was that the year, the 2022-23?
No, but I think it was like 6 points, but they had a game in hand or something like that. I think January is when we were actually same games played. I think it was
I
January.
remember the biggest gap being that season was 8 points. I can't remember.
With the
I can't
game in
remember
hand. No,
tell
with the
you.
game in hand. I'm talking about before the game in hands. It was
Maybe,
like January. But
maybe,
regardless,
maybe.
February,
Yeah,
January, tomorrow. We still lost the league. Who cares?
Yeah.
You get
True.
Bear in mind, you were celebrating because you're a Man City fan.
I was also celebrating.
No, you were celebrating, bro. You happy?
Never at all. It's just I don't.
No, but it's fine. No, it's
This
fine.
is why I don't want you to win.
No, it's fine. Shake my hand.
No. It's not like I'm a Man City fan. It's just
Peckham Reds. No, Peckham Reds. It's fine.
No, it's not about Peckham
Reds.
Reds. It's that
But
you have to understand the difference. My hate towards Liverpool and Man City is inherited beef.
No,
that's inherited beef. That's something that
No,
I've
it's fake beef.
inherited.
It's fake beef. It's fake
No,
beef.
that's something
It's
I've
fake
inherited.
beef.
No, it's
Yeah,
not fake.
it's fake
It's
beef.
something that I've inherited by being a
no,
Manchester
because
United fan.
you're.
I have personal beef with Arsenal fans. I don't even dislike Arsenal as a club. I don't even dislike. I dislike Arsenal fans. And my problem with Arsenal fans, I do a podcast with 5 Arsenal members, who are all
5?
unbearable. Yeah, I think it's Rin, Ilias, Stars, Sharky, and I can't see as the 5th.
Fair.
So it's 5. So
What about me?
yeah.
Okay, let me.
Do you understand? So I have personal beef.
Let me tell you something
with
about
Arsenal
you.
fans.
Let me tell you how you're like the rankings in your life.
Okay.
Islam, obviously. Dean is number 1.
100%,
Dean's number 1.
yeah.
Black,
Yeah, 100%.
Somali,
Yeah.
Arsenal hater. And then Man United.
Also hate.
I think it's that.
Also hate is too
Arsenal
low.
hater is Man
No, I
United.
think also hate is too low.
No.
I would have said Islam, also hater, then black. That's what I would have done. Me personally. I would have done that. That's what I would have done. I think black comes third. It's a bit lower. Black's too high. Black's too high. That's too high. Also hater comes first, and then black.
That's crazy. Black's too
Yeah.
high is crazy.
Yeah. I like that. I like that order better. That's the better order.
Do the order again?
So it's Islam, also hater, black, Somali, and
Man United
then
fan.
Man United fan. I think Somali's too high as well.
Somali's too high,
So,
fair.
Somali might have to go under
Yeah,
Man United fan.
under Man United fan.
Yeah.
Fair. It's a good ranking.
Somali's
What about SDS pod member? What was that rank?
that comes after.
Does that go above Somalia or below
No,
Somalia?
it comes after Somalia. I have to put Somalia before SDS member. To be fair, it's Somali does sports anyway.
Somali, yeah, no, it does. You're right.
It is, so it's it makes more sense that way.
Oh man, I'm dying. Carry on,
Yeah.
sorry.
But I was just saying, okay, in terms of the title race, obviously you said that you still think it's early. You still
Yeah.
think that Man City and Liverpool still have a chance.
It's still open now, bro. Look how tight the table is, bro. It takes 2 games for everything to change. We could have a little blip, and we've seen Arsenal. We always have blips.
Yeah.
You remember that? Was it last year or the year before? I think the year before, where that Christmas period just killed us.
Yeah.
West Ham and Fulham.
Yeah.
I think we lost to West Ham, and did we lose or draw to Fulham? We lost to Fulham as well, bro.
Yeah.
And every 6 points gone changed it. We're 6 points ahead now. It just takes 2 points to change anything.
No, you're right. Two game weeks. Two games.
Sorry, to change anything.
Yeah, can change everything.
Listen, you can't get too excited, bro. I think the best time to start measuring anything is that time where the
I'll say around Boxing Day.
No. I say when it gets to knockout stage Champions League time, so end of February.
Yes,
that's when it's really on.
But I say December is usually like towards the end.
It's
of the
a good
year.
measuring stick.
It's a good way you can start making.
But you got to remember, some teams fall off because I remember
that
same season I'm talking about. We I think Christmas Day or before Christmas Day, we were 4th in the league. So everything could change. And I think Chelsea last year were in a title race around that and they flopped. So I think when you get to that knockout stage of Champions League and you're in and around it 2-3 points, and now you're playing big Champions League games and big Premier League games and FA Cup is still in it, that's what shows what you're made of.
Yeah, it's true.
So I don't want to get too excited, bro. Give me another 10 games, I'll reassess. Give me another 10 games, I'll reassess.
I think out of the two though, Liverpool, Man City, I think
Man City are more secure.
Yeah, Man City are more secure. And if there was a team to go on more of a secure run, I think it would be Man City.
I wouldn't be surprised because what I put in my predictions before the season, I put Arsenal first, Man City second, and Chelsea third, Liverpool fourth.
Oh, you put Liverpool fourth.
This is brand new before the season started.
Oh wow. Okay. I put Liverpool fourth. And what was that based on? Just
I think when I looked at the players they signed, I never understood it. I think even last year again they were good.
Yeah.
But I think it looks better because everyone else was bad.
Yeah.
They still had those spooky wins that they did at the beginning of the season. Yeah. They had a lot of those last year as well.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of it was Salah back pain.
Yeah.
I'm saying just carrying them. So you kind of know, like I kind of saw it as like there's gonna be a little blip. I do think Arsenal get better. I do think Chelsea get better, and obviously you still don't know about Chelsea and Man City going up. So I think Liverpool finish fourth.
Okay.
I think they're still in it now.
You still stick to that four? Those four as your prediction?
As the top four?
Yeah.
I think same top four. Same top four. Yeah.
I think Liverpool. Obviously, they won against Villa. Their lineup was more of a familiar lineup
from what they did last year.
Yeah. I think if they stick to that until at least the new window.
Yeah.
Obviously, pressure will come because obviously you got big signings like Isak and Verts sitting on the bench. But I think if they can stick to that, what they were more familiar with last season, and just have Ekitike up front, I think it'll keep them steady. But I don't think they're strong enough to push you.
You can't keep those two signings on the bench, bro.
That's the thing, and that's the pressure. That's the pressure that comes with it. But the thing is, I think now Slot might be looking at a situation. I need results more than I need to integrate these players. Yeah. So maybe he's looking at it from that angle, which is understandable to be fair because of the pressure that he's facing. It is mad. 100%. You got what 300 million sitting on the bench.
Sitting on the bench.
Come on, bro. Of course it's mad.
I'd start worse on the left. I don't like Gakpo, you know. Don't like it.
But I think Gakpo is more direct.
He's so predictable.
But he's more direct. Like against us, I remember he was the biggest threat for.
No, that's the thing though. He's obviously he's not Trossard, but like I said with Trossard earlier, where they have a good game and a bad game. That's same with Gakpo, bro.
No, you're right. No, I do agree. He's not consistent.
He's not consistent enough. Yeah, and I think Wirtz allows you that more control. He's very unpredictable as well. Yeah. And when you allow him to be in those little zones on the left-hand space, if he has Robbo overlapping like old Robbo used to do, or Kirkes, I think you allow him to drop in these spaces. Ekitike goes out there, Sobo's doing this. I think it works. I think there's a world it works with him playing as an inside forward playmaker on the left.
It depends. I feel like it depends on how they set up, though.
Everything's about how they set up.
Bro. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how things develop. Obviously, what helps you now is the big one next week, Man City, Liverpool. Obviously, someone has to...
Is it next week?
It's next weekend.
Oh, yeah. So where's that?
It's at the Etihad, I believe.
Is it? Okay.
It's at the Etihad, yeah. If I'm not wrong. It's at the
Etihad.
Yeah, so they have to... Someone could potentially drop points.
Yeah.
Someone will drop points.
It's at Etihad, yeah. Wow.
So...
we got big...
Or both of them could
doesn't matter. We got big game. We got big games as well. Stadium Light.
Yes, and that is a big one.
It's a big game, bro.
That's Granit Xhaka.
Granit Xhaka homecoming.
Yeah, and obviously Sunderland, they are a strong
spooky team, bro.
They are a spooky team, and I think if there was a game where typically Arsenal would in recent years lose points, are those type of games where it's away ground like a Newcastle where the players are up for it,
the fans are up for it.
It's
a big stadium as well, bro.
Big stadium, massive stadium. Stadium Light is one of the big stadiums in the country, bro.
It's a good stadium.
It's a huge stadium, but it'll be interesting to see how things unfold. But I appreciate you, man. Yeah, man.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate you coming down. For those that want to follow or check out Shuceeb, he's got his Instagram. I'm going to put it in Instagram, TikTok, and where else can they find you?
So you can put my Instagram is Star Player.
Star Player is crazy.
I don't just put my Instagram, whatever. It's up to you.
Instagram, no, up to
Instagram,
you.
TikTok.
I'm asking you.
Instagram, TikTok, yeah.
Instagram, TikTok, Twitter as well.
Yeah, put my Snapchat.
Yeah, Snapchat as well.
Put my number there as well.
Yeah,
my Tinder.
Yeah, should I put your Tinder there?
Tinder, yeah.
Okay,
my Hinge.
Hinge as well.
Hinge as well,
yeah, you're a nasty boy. That's what you are. You're a dirty boy, you know. You're a dirty.
Got me.
Dirty.
I appreciate you having me on there. Thank you, man.
I appreciate you jumping on, bro. Because I wanted to get your opinions. I wanted to see if you're like your brother.
I'm pretty sure.
You're more calm.
I think the only time we went back and forth with this is when I wanted to pose actual questions. Obviously, you took it in a way where I didn't want you to take it in terms of like
I just knew where he was going.
No, but the reason why I'm asking is because I've never been. Again, I'm not on camera a lot.
Yeah.
So I see this stuff and I hear the conversation behind the camera and I see reactions. But I wanted to actually ask you and see your opinion, like when it's just me and you.
Yeah.
That's the reason I asked.
Yeah.
I don't think the whole world's against us. I'm not sick like you.
Yeah.
Like
See,
you.
you know, he loves guys. Just for context, yeah. Okay, I said to you, SDS is a Manchester United agenda podcast.
See?
So the problem is, they have so much issues with things that I say on the podcast because it doesn't align with them. It doesn't align with their opinion. So they hate it whenever I get onto their team or, you know what I mean? So that's what it is.
Genuinely, you got voice in your head.
I don't.
No, you got
because you voice everything I'm saying. You voice it to me.
No.
So how can I have voice in my head when you said this stuff to me?
It's either you got voice in your head or there's nothing in there. You know the thing that playing.
Okay. Nah. You know it is. Listen. You know it is. You know he's just like his brother. Gaslighting tricks are through the roof. It's amazing. Now you start to see how they're
Jenny, the whole world's against you. The whole world's against you. I feel bad. No, you live a hard life, bro. Miskin.
Why?
I feel bad for you, bro. Everyone's against you, man. Miskin, man. You don't deserve it. You're a good guy as well, you know. Yeah. Well, I love you, bro. You're a very good guy. You don't deserve it.
Great gaslighting tricks. Just like your brother.
Best in the world, bro.
Just like your brother. Just like your brother, man.
Thank you for having me on, man.
Appreciate you coming on, my brother. And for those of you that are watching, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And
congrats on 10K. Sorry, was it 10K?
Oh, it's too late for that, man. Just put your hand down. Put your hand down. But yeah, love for the 10K though. Love for the 10K. No, put your hand down. Joking. That's that. Oh!
Hey, peace, guys. Ciao.